Hello, everybody. We are not ready to start the tournament just yet, but I do want to give a quick forward to the tournament. So this is our first match, and just want to give a quick word before we begin. So this is the Sith Academy Doubles Duels 2021, and since that's a mouthful, uh, we just call it SADD, SADD 2021. Yes, it is quite the SADD tournament. This is a Sith clan. What did you expect? So it is a 2v2 tournament that is hosted by our clan, Sith Academy. And so I, wolfBTM, am the main tournament organizer. And essentially, after the success of our first tournament last year, I received numerous requests to run another one, and this is it. That tournament helped to spark more activity and interest in tournaments in both our group and in the greater No Force Hero Assault BF2 community. So it was a lot of fun to run. We have 11 teams in this tournament, each of 2 participants competing in a double elimination tournament with a prize pool of $462. That's the largest in recent time and entirely from community donations. So even though there's some money on the line, all the teams pretty much signed up before the prize pool was known, and it reached this amount. So to me, that tells me that what draws us all together for the tournament is the fact that we all love this game and we love the competitive side of it. And I'm excited to see some of those competitive matches play out. So SA, Sith Academy, has as one of our main goals to better the competitive side of the community and get less experienced players to a more competitive level. And because of this, I and the rest of the clan welcome a variety of skill entries to the tournament. And I want spectators and all competitors to be respectful of all the skill levels and skill gaps that will be present. I also want to thank all the volunteers. I have judges, commentators, and other streamers who are helping me at the moment. And huge thank to Kick Yo Ashes, who is the one who has helped me get the Twitch in shape so far. That's the person who was responsible for the beautiful graphics you see on screen. And there will be kind of some team banners during the just small like title banners during the match, and it'll show you like who's on what side, heroes versus villains. And then also thanks to Tyner for assisting with the Twitch as well. So with that out of the way, the last thing I'm going to do, and we're waiting on one more contestant to show up, so it is going to be a minute, but the last thing I'm going to do before that is just quickly give a rundown. There might be people here who have never seen Battlefront before, or competitive NFHA. So I know like a couple of my friends might be in the chat. So basically what you're going to see is there's a 2v2 tournament, or 2v2 match that's going to be played. And one team is going to start as the villains, the Sith. And the other team is going to start as the heroes with the Jedi. And they're going to play in a match to 10 where it's just rounds. So once everybody is dead, it's kind of like an elimination. The team that is not dead gets a point. So that goes to 10, and then they're going to flip sides. So you can see on screen right now, Dagon and Voidus are going to be starting as heroes, and the Maul and Rex are going to be starting as villains, and that's actually represented on the screen. So after that score of 10 is met, we're going to have them switch sides, and then they're going to fight again. So it kind of helps deal with the asymmetry of the factions, and then the final score after both of those 2 phases, the faction phases, is going to determine the winner. So that's basically what you're going to see. And I'm joined as well for this by commentator Xadrian. So say hello, Xadrian, while I figure out some...
Commentator and judge. Hello, everyone. And just to clarify for those who may not have already known, the 2-10 is not necessarily like 10 rounds. It could, one team could totally sweep and they would finish a round for the villains at 10-0, but they could also be neck and neck and they would go till 9-10. At that point, they would swap. So the end totals should have one team with 20 and the other team with some other amount, unless they happen to tie at 20-20, which would be or some other number, which would be a interesting circumstance. But not necessarily 20, but once one side has reached 10, that is when the hero and villain swap would occur, and they go to 10 again.
Yep, that's pretty much correct.
I'd also like to thank our far more hidden sponsors, LucasArts, for providing us the world and concept that we have based literally everything upon. Pandemic Studios, they're no longer around, but they did in fact make this game we so dearly love.
Yep.
And on a more serious note, everyone involved with getting this together, because this wouldn't have been possible with people to put it together, to organize it, and people to play, people to compete.
No, William, this is the, I'm reading chat, this is the lovely voice of Xadrian that is joining me in commentating and judging today. So while we're waiting for the last contestant to show up, I'm just going to deafen once again, and you'll all get to hear the music, and then we'll kind of get into the game and the commentary once that all is figured out. So see you all in a little bit.